Nalin Verma, you've authored a book with Lalu Yadav from Gopalganj to Raisina, Lalu Prasad's memoir. Do you believe that is part of the, do you believe that's part of the deal? Lalu Prasad's son Tejashwi becomes chief minister next year this time, and Nitish then tries to become an opposition magnet?
Yes. See, the thing is, the 2024 Rajdeep is quite open, and I can't say that I have access to this information. I'm privy to the information, but it is quite logical that Nitish Kumar, for his own longevity, and at the same time, he has, as of now, he has just shown it that he is not a Uddhav Thackeray. You can't play him Eknath Shinde in Bihar. This he has made it clear as of now. You can't outsmart him, even if you are Narendra Modi or Amit Shah. You can't play Eknath Shinde.
You're saying you can't outsmart Nitish Kumar in Bihar at the moment. But you know, Rahul Verma, this is the difference some would say between UP and Bihar. In Bihar, the BJP is still dependent in a way on the likes of Nitish Kumar, while in UP they've already shown they can take on an Akhilesh Yadav and Mayawati together. Do you therefore believe that Bihar... Yes, Nalin.
Rajdeep, there is a reason for that. See, in Uttar Pradesh, the BJP has made huge inroads in the OBC and the Dalit votes. And Nitish or Lalu staying together or staying separately. They have never allowed BJP to go beyond this upper caste base in rural hinterlands and the business communities in the urban areas. They continue to be the masters or the prime face for the OBCs taken together, Nitish and Lalu. BJP is nowhere among the caste beyond the upper caste.
You know, the BJP will challenge, will obviously believe that the next step is to conquer the OBCs and EBCs in Bihar like they have in UP. But Rahul Verma, do you believe therefore this is the last battle between Mandal and Kamandal? The so-called big last final battle is being played out in Bihar. Everywhere else, the BJP has conquered the Mandal forces. Bihar is the last frontier.
Yes, Rajdeep. So let me make 2 points. First, we must remember that there's no love lost between Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Nitish Kumar. So sooner or later, either Narendra Modi or his advisors in the government and in the party are going to get back at Nitish Kumar. So what you saw in the run-up to 2020 polls was BJP playing a long con. Now, what Nitish Kumar is doing is playing basically short games to survive, to make space for himself. In 2020, when BJP propped up a crisis in form of Chirag Paswan, that's the long con they played. That sooner or later, the politics in Bihar is going to be structured around BJP on one side and RJD on the other side. And the reason is that Nitish Kumar or JDU does not have a organizational machinery as both these parties or a second line of leadership. So, with Chirag Paswan going down, BJP also can get a portion of Dalit votes in the long run, right? So BJP has both the capacity as well as resources to let this game play out. Can Nitish be catapulted to the national level? See, in politics, oppositional candidate or any type of candidate is just what we call as in Hindi, ummidwar. So Nitish Kumar is not going to move from Patna to Delhi to just become a ummidwar unless he thinks that there is a real shot in 2024 for himself. He's not going to just take the offer of becoming the opposition's chief campaigner because he's in the game, unless there is a real possibility of him becoming the prime minister. So there must be some bargaining that might have taken place both between Lalu Yadav and Nitish as Rahul Srivastava is hinting out. But I still don't know what the bargaining chip is. Because if Nitish Kumar has accepted that in 2025, Tejashwi, not him, is going to be the chief ministerial candidate, then he's not gaining much.